Welcome to Cooking with Jess. Today we are going to make mango sticky fonio. What's fonio? What is that? Well, let me show you. Fonio is a grain that comes from West Africa. You know, it kind of, as I'm looking at it, it reminds me of sand. It really looks like I'm giving a lot of like beach vibes. It's a whole lot of beach vibes. Now, yeah, like really. So we're going to use this in place of rice. Now you can use this grain for all types of different wonderful things, but today what we're going to do is we're going to make it like a dessert. So here I have a cup of water and a cup of coconut milk boiling. It smells delightful. Dare I say that? It smells delightful. All I'm going to do, I'm going to add 1 stick of canela, cinnamon. We're going to add in, this is called clavo interno or clove. And then we're going to add anise estrella. You see that? See? Anise estrella. This is a star anise. We're going to put that in there. And it's going to make this kitchen smell like, girl, what you doing in there? Oh, we over here making some fonio. That's what we're doing. So it was nice and boiled. It had a nice, what do you call it? Like a rolling boil. And it has not stopped. It's just going to enhance the flavor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the fonio in it. And we're just going to mix it around and make sure everything gets in there. And while that is getting itself together, that's it, little stir. That's it. I just want to make sure everything is moving around as it should be. Boom. Oh, I just smell the star anise. It's already working its magic. Okay. Then I'm going to make a coconut cream sauce. Now, we're going to get a little jazzy in here because that's what we do over here. We get jazzy. I have some canela here. So this is cinnamon powder. And then I have, do you know what this is? Can you guess what this is? This is sea moss. Now, I do a lot of different things with sea moss. You may have heard of like sea moss gel. Recently, I have started using the sea moss in my smoothies without making it into a gel. I just take it like this. There's a wonderful woman that works nearby where I live, and she does all these like different sea moss flavors, like the gel though, right? And she was explaining to me, like, you don't have to turn it into a gel. You could just use it just like this. So I said, well, why not? Let's save a step. So that's what this is. It's about 2 tablespoons-ish of sea moss. But what we're going to do is we're going to make this in my trusty blender here. And then I have some coconut cream. And it's separated because it's still a little like cold over here. So we're going to put that in there. And then we're going to go ahead and put the sea moss and the canela. Now, because this particular blender is like more on like the high powered side, it also is going to heat it up. So what I'm expecting is going to happen is that it's going to all blend together all nice and creamy when it comes out. I'm also going to add a little bit of agave. This is about a tablespoon of agave just to sweeten things up. Again, since this is going to be the cream, this is the sauce that's going to go on top of the mango sticky fonio. I hear a lot of plopping happening over here. Oh yeah, it's plopping. Let's turn that bad boy down just a smidgen. And I'm going to use this because I want to make sure I'm not breaking down the integrity, okay? We don't want to break down the integrity of the fonio here. You know what it's looking like to me? It's reminding me a lot of cream of wheat. Did you used to eat that when you were coming up? I know we ate a lot of this stuff. This is what it's giving me. It's giving me cream of wheat vibes. But the aroma with that anise estrella, oh my goodness. And I love a canela. Let me tell you something about me and some cinnamon. Whenever I'm going to make like a porridge or oatmeal, minimum, we got to have canela in it. Minimum. We have to have some cinnamon in there. But that's what it's giving me vibes of. Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna turn it down just a little smidge, and I smell that coconut coming through. Whew, honey. So we're gonna have coconut with coconut. I'm ready for it. All right. So let me leave this here. Just turn it down just a little bit, and I'm not gonna cover it up because I don't want it to. I don't want it to like lose all of that moisture. Let's turn it all the way down because I'm still seeing these plops. It's plopping. It's like it definitely, yeah. All right. I think actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna remove it off of this heat because what I don't want it to do is I don't want it to continue to. I don't want it to continue to have that heat underneath it, and it's gonna take out all that liquid. Okay. So I'm gonna cover it, let it kind of like steam a little bit, and let's move on to over here. So we don't have to get keep this on too long because all we're trying to do is to blend up that sea moss, and everything else pretty much is like a very soft consistency. So it shouldn't have to run too long. But remember I said that with this particular blender, since it's one of the high speed ones, it's also going to warm it up. So imagine you have this wonderful fonio, and then you're going to take this cream and drizzle it over it with a little side of some let me just do it, and then I'm gonna show you so you could walk with me. Here we go. Thank you, Mr. Vitamix. All right, do you see that? Can you see a little bit of steam coming up? That's why I rock with you, because this whole idea of not only are you going to blend, but you're going to heat it up too, saving steps. Okay. All right. Yeah, look at that steam. That steam coming out. All right, let's see what we got here. I just want to smell it. It's the coconut and the vanilla for me together. Woo! All right. And I know it's going to be sweet because of that agave I put in there. So let's just take a small little sample because you should taste, man. Taste your food as you go along. Taste like the separate ingredients. Honey, let me tell you something. That agave and I don't even want to call out anybody in particular, but I do want to say this. If you're not familiar with sea moss and you're not familiar with that taste, and you're wondering what it tastes like, you don't taste it. You don't taste it. Yes, it comes from the sea. I wouldn't say, let me say what I would say. Let me not say what I'm not going to say. Because it does come from the sea, it may pick up hints of some of the, that's like, I don't, hints of like seafood-ish type of like seaweed kind of taste. However, it's very faint. And it depending on what you're mixing it with, it makes a huge difference. So when I make my sea moss smoothie, for example, you're not tasting no hints of nothing that comes out of no sea at all. You're not tasting it, but you get all those minerals, you get all the benefits from it, which is why I put it in here so that we could just add some more fun into this amazing dish that we're about to make. That's why I did it. Okay, so let's move this to the side. I went ahead. Look how pretty this look. It's giving me it's giving me just like it's giving me two things. It's giving me like if you make a sandcastle and you put a lot of water on it, but it's also giving me like this cream of wheat. It's taking me back to cream of wheat days. It sure is. All right, let me taste. I just want to see where we are with the texture of it. Let's see. Oh, let me try that again. Just a little bit. I don't want to get too much. It's giving me cream of wheat. It really is. Now, is it cooked down? Yes. It's not gritty. Now there is a little texture to it, right? Like it's not that it's not crunchy. It's like so like I keep using this analogy about sand, right? It's not like if you have wet sand, but you still can feel that grit. It's more like grits, I guess. I guess I didn't grow up eating grits. I've had it like maybe 3 times, and that was an experience for me. That's what this kind of like the texture is given, not the taste, because I've never had grits with all like canela and star anise. I never had it like that before, so I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and plate this bad boy up. I'm gonna do it in a bowl because I want it to look jazzy. So let's do that. So this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Okay. I hope you can see it. It's so flavorful because of the fact that I cooked it in so half coconut milk and half water. And then because of the star anise, because of the canela or the cinnamon and the clove that I put in it, it's just giving it like you didn't come to play around. You came for the business, okay? So there we go. That's the fonio. And now I went ahead and I cut up a little bit of mango. So I'm just gonna put just a little bit of mango on it because I want to taste it with the mango. And then I'm gonna drizzle just a little bit, just a little bit of this coconut cream with that sea moss. That wasn't a little bit, but listen, let's just put a little bit more because I'm here for this. Okay. I think together all these things are gonna taste so good, and that's what I'm here for. Okay. Let me get a little bit of everything. Let's see how we. I'm trying to think of the word. Okay, so we got a lot of texture going on here. We got the texture for the fonio, which I already described that. But then the mango is so soft and like um fleshy. Does that sound appealing? It don't matter. It's the fact that the flavor from the mango with the coconut and all this cinnamon and star anise, like all these things coming together. You could eat this as a breakfast porridge, like you really could. And because of the fact that you have so much nutrients in it from the minerals from the sea moss, let's not even act like fonio doesn't have a whole bunch of health benefits too. You should look it up. If you don't know what it is, look up fonio, learn about it. It's here. It's here to stay. And I think that as we continue to learn more about it, have it be more accessible, this is a great opportunity to try different recipes and see what you can come up with. This is what I came up with, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this for a breakfast. I'm feeling this for a dessert option because of that sweetness from this cream here and a little mango on the side. You want to add some walnuts to this. You want to add, I mean, listen, you have many options, okay? Mango sticky fonio. Alrighty, tell me what you think about it. Thank you. Bye. Real quick, I forgot to mention where I got the fonio from. So I want to make sure I tell you. So I got, this is how you spell it. Fonio. So this Yolele brand, I got it from a local grocery store here. I also saw it in Whole Foods as well. You can get it online. You can get it through Amazon. There's a bunch of different avenues that you can get it from. But I wanted to make sure that I I shouted out where I got it from so that you can actually see how it's packaged, how it comes. And yeah, this is it. This is the Fonio. See right in there?